Today, I'm going to tell you how I ditched the diet mentality, how I've lost 69 pounds so far without feeling restricted and deprived, and during menopause. So if you're anything like me at all, you have fought with your weight most of your life. You've hated carrying around the extra weight that drags you down, makes you feel tired, causes aches and pains, and keeps you from doing all the things you want to do. I actually haven't been on an amusement park ride in about 20 years because I've been afraid of not fitting on the rides. I'd love to do a helicopter ride, but since they charge by the pound instead of the hour, I haven't done it because I don't want to pay that kind of money, and I definitely don't want anyone to know how much I weigh. I want to be able to get down on the floor and play with my grandkids without being afraid of not being able to get back up again. I've tried so many diets over the years, and the funny thing is they all work for a time. But then I would get tired of not being able to eat the foods I wanted to eat. Because let's face it, most diets are based on what you can't eat. They're based on deprivation, and that's why they work short term. But the problem is, after a while, I would get fed up, pun intended, with not being able to eat the same as everyone else around me. I was tired of being that person. You know the one. Oh, sorry, I'm on a diet. I can't have that. Or the person in the restaurant that would make all the substitutions. I used to waitress, and I knew what a pain those orders were. So you're probably thinking, yep, I've done all this too. What's so different about your program than any of the others? Do you have a magic pill or supplement that I'm going to have to buy for the rest of my life in order for the weight to stay off? Am I going to have to do a strict exercise routine? Or am I going to have to pay for some sort of lifetime membership program? Why can't I just find something that will work for me? I get it. I totally do. I was there too. I was at the point that I had decided I was just going to learn to love myself at 330 pounds, 5 feet tall. I mean, if we can't love ourselves as we are, we're not going to love ourselves smaller either, right? The truth is, I did love myself at 330 pounds, and I love myself now too. I have confidence in who I am as a person, and I like who I am. But I also knew that I was missing out on so much more that I could have in my life, and my weight was keeping me from having it. So I came to the point where I knew that I had to stop being on the diet roller coaster. I had to stop going on diets and then giving up and overeating again. I needed to stop drowning my frustrations in food and lose the poor attitude that it was never going to happen, so I might as well give up. 98% of people that lose weight will gain it back again. So why bother if I'm just going to gain it all back again and possibly more? I've never been able to lose more than 20 or 30 pounds in the past anyways, and now I was heavier than I had ever been. But what I was failing to notice was that 2% of people actually lose weight and keep it off. So wouldn't it make sense to find out what those people are doing to lose weight? I want you to be in that 2%. I want to be in that 2%. One day, I was doing some research on health and nutrition, as I'd been doing previously for 30 years. And I came across a health and life coach certification program. As I read the curriculum over, I knew that this was what I wanted to do. But then fear started to creep in. What if I couldn't lose weight? Who would take me seriously? Who would want to be coached by someone who wasn't skinny? There was a lot of money to pay for a diet program, especially if it didn't work. But the more I looked into it, the more I realized that this was an opportunity to invest in myself and my health like I had never done before. I had no idea how I could afford it, but I knew that if I didn't make that investment in myself, I would continue to ride the diet roller coaster and never get off. So I looked at our budget And here's what I realized. Because of my poor health, my pain, my lack of energy, I was spending way more money on takeout and delivery and convenience foods than I needed to. For example, if we were going to go out somewhere for the day, we would stop at the local coffee shop and grab breakfast to go. It's only $15. What's the big deal? Well, do that twice a week, and now you're looking at $120 a month. Grabbing a pizza once a week, there's another $80. Picking up takeout for lunch for myself when I was out running errands, even just once a week, was another $50 a month. And how about those couple of bags of chips a week that I was eating? I didn't buy them cheaper when I bought groceries because I kept telling myself that I wasn't going to eat them anymore. So when the craving hit, I would go to the corner store and buy them at $4.50 a bag. 2 bags a week, there's another $10, which is $40 a month. So all totaled, there was $290 a month I could save in just making some small changes. I realized that if I wanted it badly enough, that I could find the money to invest in my health by actually cutting out the unhealthy choices I was already making. So I enrolled in school at 53 years old and got my health and life coach certifications. I actually finished something that I started. And the best part is that I realized that in order to love and serve people the way I really wanted to be able to be fully present for my family, I needed to be the best version of myself. And I hadn't been bringing that to people before because I was exhausted, in pain, and fat. And let's face it, I was short-tempered a lot of the time because my body wasn't getting the fuel it needed. I had been limiting myself. I wasn't doing all the fun things that I wanted to do because physically and emotionally, I was unable to do it. As I began to see dramatic results in my own health, I knew this was my passion. I was created to help people, and it's always inspired me. Even before I finished my certification, I was able to take on 3 pro bono clients to get a feel for how my program would work. And the results were amazing. One client had been living a sedentary lifestyle. She didn't eat well through the day and often found that she was irritable or hangry. And then she'd want to snack late at night too. We were able to make small changes in her lifestyle so that she was eating at work and not feeling as irritated at everyone. As she began to feel better, her energy increased, and she didn't feel the need to have the late night snacks as often. And with the increased energy, she was able to become more active. She recently went away on a business trip and was able to do the 6 kilometers of walking every day that was needed to go from one place to another during the conferences. My second client came to me because she was having trouble breathing because of her extra weight. They ate out often and didn't always plan for unexpected events that would come up. They also snacked late at night. We made some changes to her lifestyle. She found out that not only could she lose weight, but her breathing improved, and her husband also lost weight. They started eating out less, they ate at home more, and learned the tools she needed to plan ahead for their meals. My third pro bono client wasn't really looking to lose weight because she was pregnant. However, she did want to have a healthy pregnancy and delivery because her previous one had been very difficult and recovery was long. We were able to make some small changes in her daily diet to help keep mom and baby nourished. We also dealt with some clutter issues that helped set her up for inevitable success in her environment. Our final call ended up being shortened because she had delivered her new baby earlier that day. Mom and baby are doing well, and mom has lost 25 pounds in 3 months. Since launching my program, my clients have experienced similar success stories. They all realize it isn't just about the food. There's so much more to it than just eating properly. And then there's my own success story, a weight loss of 69 pounds to date. This is the most I have ever lost in my life, and I've been keeping it off, gradually, steadily, consistently losing weight. I don't feel deprived, and I'm enjoying how much better I feel in my body. I'm able to move more. I don't nap during the day as often. I'm able to wake up without feeling like I've been hit by a truck in my sleep. I still have 111 pounds left to go, but now I'm able to have the confidence in myself to know that I will succeed. And I want that for you too. So who do I work with? My ideal client is a woman, because I'm one myself, and I understand the pulls and struggles that women have with their families and their daily responsibilities of running a home and raising a family. Maybe you're an empty nester, trying to figure out who you are now that the kids have left home and you're ready to start doing some things for yourself. You realize that retirement is getting closer, and you don't want to be struggling to get out of bed every day. You want to be able to enjoy your retirement. Maybe you have kids at home and you're overwhelmed at all of the responsibilities being a mom requires, and you just don't think you have time for yourself. But on the other hand, you also know that you're exhausted and you're snapping at your family members because you just can't seem to get it together. You don't take time to eat properly because you're too busy feeding everyone else, and now your body and your emotions are suffering. Maybe you're having some health problems. High blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, inflammation, pain, exhaustion, fatigue. Just feeling like it's all you can do to get up in the morning to go pee, and then you're ready to fall back in bed again. I have been all three of these women, so I get how you're feeling. I know how frustrating it is to want to be someone that you just can't seem to find right now. And I'm still on my own journey, so I'm right there in the trenches with you. I'm not the size 3 swimsuit model that doesn't understand what you're going through. I have been going through all of these struggles as well. So I'm able to empathize with you, to understand you, and to encourage you. The difference being, I have already gone through many of these challenges already and seen success in my life. So here are 3 key elements to my program. And in a bit, we'll talk about the one thing that the 2% of people who lose weight and keep it off actually have. The first element is the right support, someone to encourage you when you feel stuck, the cheerleader on the sidelines. The second is the right accountability, tough love when you're falling off track, the person who helps you follow through, the coach in the corner of the boxing ring who gives you some smelling salts and sends you back out to finish. The third is the right system, the right steps in the right order, like stepping stones across a river, the total transformation system. So let's imagine you're on one side of the river. Everything you want is on the other side. The total transformation system is your stepping stones to get to the other side. So stepping stone number 1, setting up the conditions for inevitable success so that follow through becomes easy. Without this, people fall back into their old patterns and get more of what they don't want. We look at how to make you a priority in your life, how to take charge of your life and your health without compromising who you are. The reason my clients get great results with this program is because we consistently consider how this all fits in with family, friends, holidays, parties. Otherwise, it feels like you're constantly pushing a boulder uphill, and you may feel like you have to choose between your health and enjoying life. That's not fun or sustainable. In this program, I'm committed to having it be sustainable, easy, and fun. The second stepping stone, what to eat for your unique body type. Some people burn fat best. Others need more carbs or protein. People often wonder why they can't lose weight or feel like they plateau no matter how much they exercise or how much salad they eat. We want to find out as quickly as possible which foods are optimal for you, which foods are the most fat burning in your body, which foods give you energy, and which foods take away your energy. The third stepping stone is how to turn these healthy habits into behaviors that last. This is where the 98% fail because they're missing this step. As I said earlier, the diet mentality is based on deprivation. You get quick fix results because you deprive yourself for a short period of time. Eventually, this falls apart and it leads to a screw-it-all binge, and despite all your hard work, you gain the weight back. And it's so frustrating. The 2% who keep the weight off have learned how to have different rituals, different habits, and feel totally transformed, not just in their bodies, but also in their minds. And this is what I want to teach you. We're not looking for a quick fix diet. There's plenty of programs you could follow that do that. What I want to teach you is how to make changes that last. Now, you can probably figure this all out on your own. There's plenty of information available online, and you could spend hours researching or thousands of dollars trying different diet programs. Or you could just get a roadmap that will take you there directly. It's totally up to you. Do you want to spend your time looking for the right diet instead of taking action? Or do you want to take action now and lose that weight once and for all? If you are an action taker, then I have the roadmap for you, the system for you, the resources to put you in the 2% of people who lose weight and keep it off. I want you to look back a year from now at your transformation and say, this was the best investment I ever made. So my question to you is, are you ready to say yes to yourself? Are you ready to change your life? Are you ready to make a total transformation? If you are ready for a body and mind transformation, then I would absolutely love for you to book a call with me. On this call, we talk about exactly what you want, what your goals are, what you want to achieve. We talk about what you've been struggling with, what's been keeping you stuck, what you need the most. Then I'll give you an overview of how this program works. After that, if it's a right fit for both of us, then I'll make an offer for you to work with me and give you the chance to decide at that point if that's what you want to do. If you aren't where you want to be right now, you are the only one who can move the needle forward. You are the only one who can achieve the goals you have for yourself. You and you alone are responsible for your actions and your achievements. If you've been stuck for so many years, then it's time to make a change and do something. Don't stay on the diet roller coaster and keep going round and round and round, hoping for different results. I'm encouraging you right now that if you are ready to see results, then book a call with me. I do want to add that there may be a couple of reasons that would keep us from working together. If I feel like I genuinely can't help you, then I don't want to waste your time or your money. I need to know that my clients are 100% committed to doing the work it takes to achieve success and that they're willing to be pushed a little harder than they're used to. And if something doesn't feel right between us, if there doesn't seem to be a rapport or we just don't really connect, then it's probably not going to be a good relationship for either of us. However, money should never be a reason to not work together. As I mentioned earlier, when I set my mind to going back to school, I was able to find ways to cut back. The things that are important to us are the things that we make room for. If going out for dinner or ordering takeout is important to you, if buying coffee every day is important to you, or that new pair of shoes or that new purse, if your car breaks down and you need repairs, then you find the money and the resources to pay for it. So if your body is breaking down, and if you're feeling exhausted and overwhelmed, and you're ready to get off the roller coaster ride, then it's time to find the money to invest in yourself. There are always ways to come up with money for things that are important to you. So who is the program for again? Women who want to change their bodies so they can feel better, who hate feeling deprived and restricted and are tired of being on the diet roller coaster. Women who are ready to take massive action and are committed to getting results, who are willing to follow through. Because I know that if you aren't willing to do the work with me as your coach, if you aren't willing to do the action steps that we put in place for you, then you won't see results. And I only want to work with people who want results. Who is it not for? Someone looking for a quick fix diet. Someone who isn't prepared to step out of her comfort zone. Someone looking for a Band-Aid solution. I want to work with women who are willing to get a return in their investment, who are willing to do the work to get the results they want. I want to work with women who are committed to themselves and who are ready to stop procrastinating and stop staying stuck. Women who want to be the best version of themselves. So if you're ready to change your life, if you're ready to lose weight and keep it off, if you're ready to transform your body and your mind, then book a call with me. Click on the button below to book your free strategy call with me right now. Because I am ready to empower you to ditch the diet, transform your body and your mind, and step into that version of yourself that you long to be. Click now.